Hello, good evening, and welcome back. So, Derek Chauvin has been found guilty on all 3 counts that he's been charged with, in particular, second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. What this also means is that he was found guilty of unintentional death while committing a felony. It is, of course, as of yet unstated as to what exactly this supposed felony was supposed to be, but nonetheless, they are the charges, and, of course, for the jury, this has to be a unanimous verdict. What does this mean? Well, this means that the sentencing would be expected to be about 40 years in prison. However, the sentencing will happen for another 8 weeks. The particular date of which the sentencing will come out will be scheduled in a timely manner, as the judge stated. This is not necessarily the end of the legal proceedings. However, given that the judge had previously stated that the record could be overturned, given that the jury were not sequestered, before Maxine Waters made her statement to say if Derek Chauvin was not found guilty of first-degree murder, that she would encourage or incite more riots to take place, as almost a spokeswoman of the Democratic Party in America. Now, as I've mentioned before, the jury would be nervous of attacks on their own lives, given that this has happened on expert witnesses with threats occurring, and therefore that is the reasoning for the overturning of the case to be possible. What that would mean is that there would be a plea of sorts to overturn the proceedings, given that there were threats to the jury, and therefore they were under duress and could not offer a free and fair statement, given the surrounding context of the case. This now, of course, has to be done as soon as possible, have all the facts and evidence lined up, which I'm sure they've already started anyway, in order to appeal the process. And then this will be seen over the next week or so, in order to then either extend the time for sentencing, as the appeal process will take a while, or, of course, have to then redo the trial. However, you would have the similar issue as first time, in which you would not be able to get an unbiased jury, given what has gone on before. And, of course, the burden of proof is quite high here. So it is almost essentially a waiting game in order to see what kind of riots follow this, in order to then see if the fears were founded in objective or even subjective reality or not. If we do see more riots come out from Maxine Waters' own suggestion, in that seeing as he was not found guilty of first-degree murder, then there would definitely be a case being able to be put forward by the defence in terms of appealing the decision, given that the jury would be found, or would be far too nervous for their own lives and their family lives once either the court releases the information of the jury, or of course it is leaked out, in which case this need not be over. But as it stands, the sentencing to be given about 8 weeks is expected to land Derek Chauvin in about 40 years of prison. The bail has been revoked, and instead he is to be remanded in custody until sentencing in about 8 weeks' time, given that he then has another 2 months in prison before his sentencing. What would happen to an ex-police officer in prison? Well, that is down for you to decide. If you'd like a recap of all that's been going on, then by all means look back through the back catalogue, but that is how it stands, and it's important to know where we are, and we're all getting all hyped up for the next wave of Minneapolis riots that are expected to unfold round about now. So, let me know what you guys think down below in terms of the result that's come out. Will it be appealed? Will that be accepted? And how much will the coming riots play a factor in whether or not the appeal for overturning the result be upheld? Let me know down below, and as always, until next time, have a good one.